So the last time that I spoke on stage was actually in school. Not because I wanted to, but because public speaking was compulsory. I still remember, and my boarding school was in the hills by the way, so it was really cold. I still remember when my English teacher called out my name and oh God, I would, under 4 layers of clothes, just sweat. I would just start sweating out of nervousness. I would walk towards the podium with a hunched back, slowly and just thinking why do I need to do this? And since then, I'm here today in front of you. In Delhi University where my marks would never give me admission. So it is an honor to be here in front of you and thank you for coming here. Growing up, I was always overweight. I don't know how many people here relate to that because the generation today thankfully has become more conscious. But when you're 85 kilos, life is not fun. One thing that happens with being overweight is that you're low on confidence. You just constantly feel that you're not good enough. Add to that not being good in studies or being excellent at sports. It just keeps digging deeper and deeper. You just constantly feel that you're not good. When I turned 18, I really wanted to change things for myself. I was so tired. It was so normalized for me that after every summer holidays, I went back school and asked my matron for a bigger skirt. It was normalized when I was growing up but I didn't want it anymore. I was also buying t-shirts from the men's section that time. I wanted to change things and 2 years later with both my ligaments torn in both my knees, I dropped 25 kilos. That's why it took that long. Now that was hard. You all here are in college. It was hard. It was hard to eat healthy food because my friends were enjoying chips and chocolate, alcohol. And I was eating healthy food. You're boring healthy food. Secondly, it was hard because waking up early before class is not exactly what you expect an 18-year-old to do. I was waking up at 6:15 every morning just to get that 1 hour of a workout followed by an entire day of eating healthy and then also not going out at night so I could sleep and get my 8 hours for muscle recovery. Yes. The third thing that it taught me was perseverance. It's hard because your first 5 kilos you lose in 1 month. Your last 5 you lose it like on month 20, month 24. It's not a linear process. That's the thing. Not just weight loss but a lot of things in life are not a linear process. You just keep showing up, hitting the gym, keep checking the weight. It's the same. It's not moving only. And you think I'm eating well. I am doing everything in the textbook. I'm still the same. It's very demotivating. However, I'm glad that this happened. I'm glad I went through that journey because not only does taking 25 kilos feel really light because it is a lot of weight to hold around you and walk with day in and day out. So it felt really light. But I also felt good. Finally for a change, I just felt nice. I felt light. Obviously there were also scientific reasons to it because a healthy mind produces more happy hormones and a healthier mind. But it just felt nice to finally not keep looking for the biggest piece of cloth in every store. It taught me 3 things. Discipline, it is waking up every single day before my class is 9 to 4, coming back, following this routine. Nothing about it is fun, right? But it's what you do every day anyway. The power of consistency, 25 kilos took 2 years. 2 years is a long time to keep showing up and just keep at it day after day, day after day. Perseverance, because of the first 2 things that I just told you right now, it was really hard to show up when things are not working out your way. Initially everything is working out because there's so much weight to be lost. And then it's not working out as much. And that's what happens even in life today. You keep showing up, you follow the book, and things don't work that way until they do. So that friend, I am not good enough that I had all my life growing up went. I was very happy, my happiest breakup of my life. Little did I know it was short-lived. I got fired from my first job. 11 months into working, my boss called me in his room and he's like, Niharika, your services are not required anymore. And in that startup, it's very friendly. So I'm like, yeah, right, nice joke. It's not even April. And he said, no, your services are not required anymore. And I'm like, what does that even mean? Why are you pulling my leg? You just gave me a new project to work on. And then he very seriously told me, half the team has been laid off. It's a financial decision, comes from the higher-ups. Your services are not required anymore. So you go back home today, you come tomorrow and submit your laptop. I reunited with I am not good enough. For a second, I felt really good that I'm going to get 2 months of my salary. Who doesn't want that for not working? But that was short-lived because the moment I reached home, I broke down. I hugged my mom and I kept crying. I kept crying that I'm 23. I'm never going to have a career now. Nobody's going to take me. I wasn't good in studies. I wasn't good at sports. I didn't get great marks at university. And now I'm not even good enough at my job. Hence, the friend, I'm not good enough came back to my life. It was so hard to come up with your first job leaving you. When the pandemic came, and obviously I did get a job, all that drama comes down. You do get laid off, you get a job. In the pandemic, I wanted to change 3 things for myself. I wanted to find a purpose. Listen, I refuse to believe that we are here without a definite purpose. I truly think we are here to be of some service to some segment at some part of the world. We are here to make an impact, okay? And I wanted to find out what is in it for me. Because clearly, the map that society laid out for me, that did not work out. So what is there for me? The simple stuff: live a good life, earn better money, have a good standard of living, be financially independent. I wanted to feel content and at peace. I think the third thing is especially difficult today. Because Instagram and social media is constantly showing you how your life is not as good as the other person's whose stories you're seeing. And I had an influencer Instagram account. Every time I scrolled, I felt less rich, less successful, less pretty. Which could also be something many of you here feel across age groups. I wanted to get rid of that, so I deleted the account. It helps. Fast forward to today. I worked for 3 hours, casual flex, I know. And I have 17,000 customers from over 130 countries. I have taught Summit 21, my flagship course, to 160 people in over 30 countries from age groups 19 to 65. I have been in the global market since 2021. And all of that happened because I decided to think that I'm gonna change something and not just think. To convert that into action. I have been writing since I was a kid. When I was 7, I wrote poetry in my diary. A single child needs some activities to keep themselves busy. I started writing in school newsletters, blogs when I was in college, and then ran a health and fitness Instagram page. Also a blog. So I thought, why not write online? I wrote on LinkedIn, Twitter, Medium, and I thought I'll do some freelance jobs. I thought obviously nobody would hire me because I'm not a writer. I work at a multinational company. I do data crunching. I worked with people across 6 countries and I thought that, okay, let's keep a bold goal. If I make 3 times of my corporate job for 3 months, I will quit my job. Obviously, I made this bold goal because I thought it's never gonna come true, right?